A man named Chase Beckstead and his wife Rachel were staying overnight at the house of Rachel's recently deceased grandfather. The elderly man had passed away inside the home only 1 month earlier, so the atmosphere already felt unsettling. Late that night, as the couple prepared for bed, something strange began to happen. Take a look.
And like, we're literally just...
Even though there was no wind or draft inside the house, their bedroom door suddenly started moving back and forth on its own, as if an unseen force was pulling it. Chase and Rachel watched in disbelief, growing more frightened by the second. Feeling unsafe, they quickly packed their belongings and decided to leave immediately. But just as Chase was grabbing the last bag, the door slammed shut behind him. Watch closely.
Okay, so we're leaving. We got all of our stuff packed. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we're out of here. Rachel's already in the car. I'm leaving. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Then once again, it began shaking wildly, this time even harder than before. To this day, Chase says he has no explanation for what caused the door to move, and some believe it wasn't just the house that was haunted. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. A man insists it was never his house that was haunted. And after what happened next, that claim feels disturbingly believable. For months, he recorded terrifying experiences, waking up gasping for air, the sensation of invisible hands tightening around his throat. So one night he booked a hotel room miles away, certain distance would end it. Before sleeping, he set up a camera just in case. That night, something moved. Take a look. First, the curtain shifting seemed normal, but slowed down, the footage reveals more a dark shape pacing across the room, almost as if it knew it was being watched. After seeing it, the man stopped believing in haunted places. He believes whatever this has followed him. So is this proof of an attachment or something else entirely? A home security camera captured a couple sleeping peacefully in their bedroom when something deeply unsettling occurred. On June 19, 2022, a user named Chubby Gooby and her husband recorded footage that, according to them, words can barely explain. Chubby later admitted she felt nervous, sharing the clip online, but believed it was important for people to see what had been happening inside their home. At the time of the incident, both she and her husband were only half awake and could barely remember hearing a strange sound. It wasn't until they reviewed the video that the true horror became clear.
I was fully asleep at this point, and I was trying to wake up. We were both half asleep at this point, and I don't really remember what happened exactly. I just heard a sound. It wasn't until we watched the video.
The footage appears to show something entering the room, closing the door behind it, and moving objects around as if an unseen presence was watching them. Desperate for answers, the couple asked viewers for any scientific explanation that could bring them peace.
Explanation like that's scientific to why these things are happening to us, that would actually put us at ease. I have had a few experiences at my house before this one, but nothing to this extent. So, I don't know. I think it might be following me.
Instead, many urged them to leave immediately, convinced something evil had revealed itself. So what do you think? Was it paranormal or something else entirely? A security guard was making his routine rounds late at night when strange noises began echoing through the empty building. At first, he assumed someone had broken in. Holding his flashlight tightly, he moved carefully down one hallway after another, checking storage rooms and dark corners where someone could be hiding. For several minutes, everything stayed silent, too silent. The air felt heavy, unnatural. Take a look.
Beer cellar. Oh, it stinks in there. What's in there? Oh, this is somewhere else. Now, look. Jesus Christ. Hey! Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, now. Jesus Christ.
without warning, a large object suddenly crashed to the floor on its own. The sound was violent, loud enough to shake the entire building. The guard froze, his breathing sharp as panic set in. He quickly ducked out of sight, whispering in disbelief, trying to understand what he'd just seen. After a moment, he forced himself to step back out, scanning the area again, but nothing was there. No footsteps, no movement, no sign of another person. That's when the guard seemed to realize the truth. Whatever caused that noise wasn't human. Jerry Bruce is a loving father who usually posts cheerful, family-friendly videos online, but 2 recordings on his channel are very different from the rest, showing moments that feel as if they belong in a paranormal horror movie. Jerry says strange things had been happening inside his home for some time, but everything escalated on May 26th, 2009. Late that night, he and his wife were suddenly awakened by the sound of a door slamming shut in the living room. Feeling uneasy, Jerry grabbed his phone and began recording. Take a look.
Everybody can see this, and I've done it.
In the video, the closet door handle can be seen twisting back and forth, as if someone trapped inside were trying to get out. Yet no one was there. Some viewers claimed it could have been caused by air pressure or a faulty lock, but Jerry wasn't convinced. Then weeks later, on July 11th, 2009, Jerry filmed his young son playing when something even more disturbing occurred. Watch closely.
Whoa!
The same closet door slowly opened on its own, and seconds later, a toy nearby suddenly flipped over as if something invisible had brushed past it. Terrified, Jerry immediately grabbed his child and rushed out of the room. Was it a natural explanation? Or was something truly haunting that closet? Built in 1917, the Santa Maria Inn is one of California's oldest hotels, and many believe it's also one of the most haunted. For decades, guests have reported strange activity, footsteps in empty hallways, doors opening on their own, and voices with no source. Martha and her husband decided to stay there with their border collie, Oreo. While walking down a quiet hallway, Oreo suddenly began acting terrified. He froze, stared intensely at a bench ahead, then jumped back, growling as if someone unseen was sitting there.
He's looking at them. Look, he's looking at He's looking at the bench. Oreo's freaking out, guys. And there's somebody sitting there. He doesn't want to go by it. That's alright. Come on. Come on, Oreo. That was crazy.
No matter how much they tried, Oreo refused to go near it. Later, when Martha watched the video again, something even more chilling was revealed. As Oreo backed away, a faint whisper could be heard clearly on the recording. "Come back, come back."
You hear that?
What the what did he say?
It's alright. Come on.
The couple insists no one else was nearby. So what or who was Oreo reacting to? It was around 5:30 in the morning when two girls were hiking through a remote mountain trail in the Philippines with a large group. The air was cold and the path was surrounded by thick forest. At one point, the girls stopped for a few extra minutes to take photos, and without realizing it, the rest of the hikers continued ahead. Suddenly, they found themselves completely left behind. Panicking, they began running down the narrow trail to catch up. One of them recorded a video as they hurried forward. Later, when they watched the footage back, something terrifying appeared. Take a look.
Naliligaw kami, guys! Naliligaw! Wala ni mga kasama namin! Wala ni mga kasama namin. Kailangan namin silang habulin kasi maliligaw kami. Gagi, malayo na sila. Wala na.
Far in the background, a strange, dark figure seemed to be following them between the trees. But just moments later, the shadowy shape was gone. The girls swear no one else was there. So, what was chasing them? A man decided to document the unsettling activity that had been happening in his home for weeks, but recently, he began placing old inherited items from his family's 60-year business in Mexico into a box stored deep in the basement. That's when something terrifying happened. Take a look.
Obviously, we've had this ghost for a while. Yeah, we've tried sage. We've tried all that. That's why we kind of made a joke out of it. But based on all of your advice, I have taken a couple of items that I've inherited from my family's 60-year business in Mexico, and I've inherited a lot of stuff. So one by one, I've been sticking a couple of things in this box in the basement. Now, when my wife said that she whistled today, and she heard something in the basement, so... Dude, I'm not really sure if I should. Ooh. We've been stacking up these boxes for the kids to sit and play with. Oh, jeez. No. We'll go down, take a look at what that is tomorrow.
Earlier that day, his wife claimed she whistled upstairs and immediately heard a response coming from below. Nervously, the man approached the basement steps, recording as he went. But before he could even enter, a single cardboard box suddenly shifted on its own. Then, without warning, an entire stack of boxes was violently thrown across the basement as if an unseen force had been provoked. Strangely, after that night, the haunting stopped completely, leaving behind only questions. How that cardboard box moved on its own is truly mysterious. The following video comes from William Sloan, who captured something unsettling inside his home back in 2013. Before recording the footage, William admitted he had been using a Ouija board, not for fun, but to communicate with what he believed was a spirit haunting his house. Through the board, the entity supposedly gave him a name, James. William claimed James was responsible for the strange activity happening around him. One night, while sitting alone in his living room, William noticed a chair rocking slightly back and forth.
Just rock it a little bit. Just a little bit. I know you can do it.
Come on.
as if someone unseen were sitting in it. Nervously, he began speaking aloud, asking the spirit to show itself again. Then, about a month later, something even more disturbing happened. William was watching TV when the vertical blinds suddenly began rattling violently on their own.
I was sitting on the couch over there, and I was just watching TV and on Facebook as usual, and I don't know where Baxter is. It's right there. Baxter was sitting next to me on the couch, and Hazel, this girl, was way back here in the hall. Okay? And all of a sudden, these vertical blinds they rattled by themselves. Like somebody just walked into them. They're shaking a little bit now, but it's because of the heating vent. It's adjacent, and they always sway a little bit. Or Baxter, he hangs out and he moves them. But we're going to try to get it to happen again. James, if you're here, move those blinds again, because that was really good. And I didn't get it on tape when it happened the first time. I don't know. I think that was the vent. It wasn't like what it did before. Holy.
Far more aggressively than normal air movement, shocked and frightened. William could only assume James was nearby, but was it truly paranormal? Or could there be another explanation? Lauren Combs and her dog, Luna, live in a house surrounded by nothing but dense woods. The nearest neighbors are miles away, and most nights are completely silent. But recently, Lauren has started to feel like she might not be as alone as she thought. One evening while walking Luna through the forest, the dog suddenly freezes, her ears perk up, her body stiffens, and she begins staring into the darkness as if someone is standing just out of view. Take a look.
Luna. Luna. What? Go home. Luna, go home. No, 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 no. Luna, come on. Stop.
Lauren tries calling her back, but Luna refuses to move, growling softly at something unseen. Days later, Luna begins acting even stranger inside the house. She paces from room to room, staring at empty corners and barking aggressively at nothing. Just watch.
What is wrong? What? What? Your big head, what? What?
Lauren grows uneasy, wondering what could possibly be upsetting her. Then, one night, something truly unsettling happens. Watch closely.
Luna. Come on.
While Lauren is resting at home, the doorbell suddenly starts ringing repeatedly, even though no one is outside. The sound echoes through the quiet house, sending Luna into a panic. But the most disturbing moment comes when Lauren checks her security footage. Without warning, several books are violently knocked off a shelf, as if an invisible force shoved them to the floor.
Whoa, I'm not sorry. But I'm not sorry that I can't do something. 19 minutes, people. Just to be clear, 19 minutes until 6 o'clock.
Whatever Luna senses may still be there.
If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment. See you in the next one.